Hello, monsters around here, and welcome to Worldbox, God Simulator, a game about being a god and creating, moulding and nurturing a fantasy world and the denizens therein, and then likely destroying them because you got bored. Destroying them through the exciting mediums of such things as multiple lightning strikes, multiple meteor strikes, multiple nuclear bombs, or a bowling ball. Or multiple bowling balls. First thing we need to do is create our fantasy world. I don't know what any of this rubbish does, but I do know I want to go large. As fantasy worlds go, this is fine, but it needs a few extra touches because I have an artistic soul and I need to express it. A little bit here. Oh, and here. I feel like a big lake here would be pretty neat. And some mountains down here. Some various biomes to give it spice. And done. Now we need some valued residents. We need some valued residents to live in our new world. Filthy elves in the south. Grumpy dwarves on the southeastern continent, close to the elves so they can have some beef. Vanilla humans, they're probably got bonuses to diplomacy or something. Ugh. And finally orcs in the northwest, living in a shithole because that's where they usually end up. I also added some to the middle for faction variety reasons. Now after you set these little guys down, they'll set up their own kingdoms and start bumping uglies to produce more of themselves. Begin building buildings and farms, and they level up their technology, all kinds of fun stuff. Hey look, we have a Sigma Orc, one who didn't want to join the others in their little kingdom, but made his own. Well, good for you, little guy. You know what? I'm so inspired by your giant swinging cojones, I'm going to give you some friends to help out, because I like the cut of your jib. I'm going to sprinkle a few other kingdoms in for funsies just to see what happens. However, as an omnipotent god, I absolutely need my own Mount Olympus. But in this case, I'm going to make it an island, a sacred island, which is for me alone. Something that really personifies me. Yeah, I'll do it. So I'm going to make a candy land, and already we can see some candy creatures living upon Schlong Isle. That's what I'm going to call it. To ensure the safety of my Schlong Isle, I'm going to create sacred piranhas to protect it from trespassers. And cobras, who are now eating all the candy creatures, so almost certainly we now have sacred cobras with chronic tooth decay. And then we're going to add a load of precious materials, because Schlong Isle needs its bling. It's perfect! Glittering majestically in the distance, to be desired, but never touched. Okay, time has progressed and we've entered the time of the sun, which means it's a scorcher and some things are on fire. The kingdoms are all growing nicely, the ones that aren't on fire anyway. I've turned the ice lands to the west into a horror show by spawning in a load of white walkers just for funsies. Hey you, what are you doing? Some random necromancer is taking pot shots at my sacred tooth decay cobras. They can't reach him because they can't swim, but what if I drop a hand grenade behind him? Yep, that'll do it. Now they can take their revenge. Okay, they need some help. You can never have too many sacred cobras. Okay, a lot of stuff is on fire. Could be something to do with the burning demon hand thingy I slapped down. We're all looking for the guy who did this. It does mean a lot of the Pink Dwarf Kingdom is now on fire. That necromancer refuses to die. I expect the tooth decay may have a negative effect on the cobras being able to bite people. Oh well, they'll eventually gum him to death probably. The kingdoms will create armies that fight each other. As you can see, the central orcs are currently going ham on the elves to the south. I feel like I should help. It does seem a little bit one-sided. Hot damn, they're killing everyone, even the women and children. Right, let's make a mistake that will haunt me forever and see what a few zombies can do. When a zombie kills someone, it makes more of themselves. I also think there is a zombie plague effect, so people get hit by a zombie can turn when they die. This will create a problem later. As you can see, the zombies were pretty effective at stopping the orcs. Unfortunately, they didn't stop there. They're heading south. I may have inadvertently started a zombie apocalypse. Look, it could have happened to literally anyone. Uh-oh. Oh, and the central doors died from being on fire. And the humans are also in trouble as the fire spreads. But currently the main problem is the elf zombie apocalypse. The number of elves is dropping like a stone, but the number of zombies is increasing exponentially. The R&D boys haven't got back to me yet, but I suspect there may be a correlation there. Huh, I thought I felt a burning sensation, and yes, Schlong Isle is also on fire, but not in a good way. Oh, that's okay, I'll get some cream or something. Oh crap, the zombies have broken through the pass! I feel like the natural nemesis of the zombie is the druid for some reason. Worst case, we have a druid apocalypse, but that doesn't actually sound that bad. It's basically a furry convention. Oh wait, that would be bad. Oh well, kill or cure. Or furry convention. Well, either way, the druids do seem to be picking off the zombies, but not at a rate anywhere near fast enough. Time for science. We're going to try a few zombie resolution techniques. First of all, bowling balls. Okay, bowling balls are not very effective. The accuracy is not great on those things. Napalm, on the other hand. Now, I know I said too much stuff was on fire, but what about we set more stuff on fire? Some of that fire will absolutely kill the zombies. It's a foolproof plan. And hey look, we hit on a solution. The second option we tried. At least it wasn't nuclear bombs, right? Oh, okay, the zombies will spread further north too. God damn you guys, get around. Well, that's fine. We have a cure for the infection now. Did we just napalm a village? Yes, but think of all the zombies that are now not eating people who are dead from being on fire. Okay, I will admit that the collateral damage might be a smidge on the upper end of the scale. But hey, look, not everyone died. And I think we may have solved the problem. Okay, now I've solved the problem. All it took was the destruction of a kingdom and the napalm carpet bombing of 2 more. I think I'll count that as a win. Literally me, the cause of and solution to all of life's troubles. Well, mostly the cause of. The humans are struggling. I think that might be this evil tower. And boom, another problem solved. Wow, I've been very productive today. I've been trying to put out all the fires, but even then the Red Human Kingdom is still very much on fire. A lot. So I'm changing tactic and using rain instead. The icon suggests it's going to be a deluge, but the actual clouds are a bit lame. It's a drizzle at best. Oh, damn it, more zombies! Where do they come from? Okay, no worries, we know what to do. Ah, I love the smell of napalm in the morning. Ugh. Clouds are doing nothing. Nothing! To do all the stupid firefighting myself. Fine, how about 1,000,000 clouds? Well, now I can't see anything. And they have no effect. Well, if we can't save people from the fire, then maybe we just add more people. Perfect. Down in the corner, away from all the fire. Wait, more zombies? God damn it, guys! I'm sure that will work itself out somehow. Okay, fine. I'll intervene again, although this is absolutely not my fault in the slightest. I decided I was going to build a little hidden resort for the elves in the mountains over here. I thought it would be a nice respite from all the horrors of the apparent ongoing zombie apocalypse. And then it started snowing as we entered a new age, which meant that my resort was going to be put on hold. Still, at least not everything is going to be on fire now. Well, it's all very chilly now, especially on my Schlong Isle, where some evil wizard is apparently duking out with a horde of Mr. Frosties, a snowball fight for the ages that he's going to lose. I wasn't really sure if I wanted a horde of malevolent magical snowmen on my schlong, so I decided to bring a dragon in to remove them, but it turns out the dragon was no match for the snowmen. Not what I expected, to be honest. It certainly left a mark, though. Time has progressed, and we've got rid of that snow because, everything being white is so boring. So let's take stock. Red Orcs in the top left are doing the best, but Red Humans and Red Dwarves are currently fighting them. Blue Orcs are keeping to themselves, and Purple Elves have frequent zombie attacks, so continue to hold on despite occasional napalm carpet bombing. Oh, hello. Another zombie outbreak. I've not actually added a single new zombie myself since that first spawning, so these guys, well, they're just so bloody prevalent now. They just pop up from time to time. I hope maybe the Orc military would fight them off, but no, they seem to be succumbing to the horde too. Regrettably, it's time for the nuclear option. Well, certainly removed all of the zombies. Oh look, more zombies. It looks like this central empire was completely overrun and it's now just ruins and zombies. Oh yes, more zombies in the Icelands. Now, I didn't want to do this, but it seems like I have no choice. I must send my son to Earth to save it. That's right, Laser Crab Jesus. Normal Jesus died for our sins, but Laser Crab Jesus is gonna kick ass with lasers. How many zombies do you think Vanilla Jesus could take out? 4? 5? Fuck that. Laser Crab Jesus racks up kills in the hundreds. Plus, he's all-terrain. I will admit the collateral might be slightly worse than the napalm and nuclear weapons, but those zombies sure are dead, along with everyone else. Plus, when normal Jesus died, he just died, and then came back to life or something. I don't really know. Laser Crab Jesus, on the other hand, explodes with the force of a nuclear bomb, which is significantly more metal. And lo, the world was safe once more. Well, mostly safe. Look at these guys! 704 people! That's huge! Too huge. Time to cut them down to size. But how? I think a little lava rain should stump them a bit. Well, this is exceeding my wildest expectations. Well, that really is quite effective. Okay, maybe a little too effective. I might try and retrospectively put some of that fire out. I giveth and I taketh away. Lava rain, that is. I've decided to let some orcs live on my schlong. All the cobras died, probably of tooth decay or potentially diabetes, so orcs seem like a good compromise. After lava rain, the human kingdom split into two, both of which are now being eaten by another wave of zombies. I swear to God, these guys... Oh, and look, there's zombies down here as well. Of course there is. Okay, time to deploy Crab Jesus again. Crab Jesus! Whirlwind attack! It's super effective. Maybe a little bit too effective. Well, it kills everything, but it's not particularly discerning. Okay, look, I think it's fair to say the zombie problem, which we're still trying to find the cause of, is unsolvable. So, after some consideration, I think it might be time to wipe the slate clean. That's right, we're grey gooing it. But it doesn't feel right to kill absolutely everyone. I know that might sound strange coming from me, but I've been unable to convince anyone to build a really big boat and collect 2 of every animal. So I'll do the next best thing. Hoover them up with a giant magnet and dump them on a new island, safe and secure. Yeah, it is a bit of a mishmash, but I'm sure they'll sort it out. Small space, limited resources. It'll be fine. you know what? On the other hand, this island's a bit boring and I can't be bothered to remake the world. That seems like a lot of admin. Maybe free will and the whole life universe thing was a mistake. You know what? Crab Jesus may have died for our sins twice now, but now I think everyone's going to die for his. And lo, the world ended, not with a bang, but with a shitload of bowling balls. Thanks for watching, beware of zombies, and I'll see you next time.